Themes that includes poor leadership, corruption, betrayal, poverty and inequality, neocolonialism, tribalism and nepotism, loss of hope to hope and the search for change. Today, we break down the major themes clearly, deeply and in a way that helps you write strong KCSE answers. Hello my good people and welcome to Tiki. Today we break down the themes in the book Fathers of Nations. Let's get started. Poor leadership and governance. One of the most dominant themes in the novel is poor leadership. The leaders in the story are supposed to be the fathers of nations, but instead of guiding their countries towards progress, they show confusion, selfishness, and lack of direction. For example, African presidents gather in Banjul, the Gambia, to discuss the development strategies for the continent. However, the summit becomes chaotic and unproductive. Instead of focusing on solutions, the leaders argue, compete for influence, and struggle to understand the proposals presented to them. This shows that many leaders lack vision and competence. The author suggests that Africa's biggest challenge is not lack of resources, it's lack of effective leadership. So why does this theme matter? The novel asks an important question. If leaders fail to guide their nations properly, who will lead the continent towards progress? Number 2, corruption. Another powerful theme in the novel. Corruption is shown as something that has affected every and almost every level of society. From government officials to institutions, bribery and selfish interests dominate decision making. For example, police officers demand bribery and that is from the civilians, showing how corruption has become normalized even in everyday life. At the political level, leaders prioritize personal wealth and influence instead of national development. And because of corruption, economies weaken, development slows, and citizens lose trust in leadership. The author therefore presents corruption as one of the biggest obstacles to Africa's progress. What is the message from the theme? A country cannot develop when leaders treat public resources like personal property. Number 3, betrayal. It appears in both political and personal context in the novel. Citizens expect their leaders to protect and represent them. Instead, leaders betray the trust of the people. For instance, political figures secretly manipulate decisions and form alliances that serve their personal interests rather than national good. Characters who once believed in the leaders begin to feel disillusioned and abandoned. This betrayal is painful because the leaders were supposed to be the heroes of independence. Instead, they become oppressors. What is the meaning of this theme? It's that the novel suggests that the greatest betrayal in Africa is not from outsiders. It is from leaders who abandon the people they promised to serve. Number 4, poverty. Another important theme. Despite the presence of rich natural resources, many citizens struggle to survive. The novel contrasts the luxurious lifestyle of political elites and the harsh living conditions of ordinary citizens. This contrast exposes economic inequality. While leaders enjoy expensive hotels and political summits, the majority of the people face unemployment, hunger, and lack of opportunity among many. The author suggests that poverty in Africa is not simply accidental. It is often the result of mismanagement and corruption. Number 5, the novel also explores the theme of neocolonialism. Neocolonialism refers to a situation where a country is politically independent but still controlled economically or politically by foreign powers. In the novel, African nations rely heavily on foreign institutions, loans, and international influence. These external powers often shape policies and development strategies. This creates a cycle where African nations struggle to make independent decisions about their own future. The author therefore questions whether Africa is truly free or still indirectly controlled by powerful global forces. Number 6. Tribalism and nepotism. The novel also highlights this in a high way. Instead of appointing leaders based on competence, some political leaders favor people from their own ethnic groups. For example, certain groups are excluded from government positions despite their contribution to national struggles. This creates resentment, political instability, and national division among many. The author shows that tribal politics weakens national unity. Number 7. Disillusionment and loss of hope. Many characters in the novel feel disappointed with the state of their nations. The promises of independence once gave people hope for prosperity and freedom, but over time, corruption and poor leadership destroy those dreams. Citizens begin to question whether real change is possible. This emotional frustration creates a strong sense of disillusionment among the continents. Number 8. Hope and the search for chance. Despite the negative realities portrayed in the novel, the author also introduces the theme of hope and reform, and also the search for change. Some characters still believe that Africa can transform. Ideas such as Way Omega, a prosperity strategy for development, represent attempt to rethink Africa's future. These ideas symbolize the belief that change is still possible if leaders adopt new visions and genuine reforms. So in conclusion, summary of what we've learned today, in Fathers of Nations, the author uses satire and political commentary to expose major problems facing African societies. The novel explores themes such as poor leadership, corruption, betrayal, poverty, neocolonialism, tribalism, disillusionment, and hope for reform. Through these themes, the author challenges both leaders and citizens to reflect on the future of Africa, because nations cannot progress unless leadership becomes honest, responsible, and visionary. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to like and subscribe so that you don't miss out whenever a new video is uploaded. Be sure to share it with your family and friends so that we can continue the cycle of learning. If you like this video, I'm so sure you like one of these videos popping up in your screen. Click on one of them and I'll see you there. Bye!